Hello students of class 7th. Today we are going to read chapter number 4th, The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom. Before starting the chapter in detail, I would like to tell you something about story in short. This is a story about an honest and hard-working old couple and their pet dog. So in this story, we will read about a farmer who was very honest and hardworking, and they lived with their dog. The neighbors are troublesome, and the dog dies a sad death. Couple's neighbors were troublesome, means they created trouble for the couples very often, and their dog died a very sad death because of the neighbors. The spirit of the dog gives solace and support to his master in unexpected ways. After death, the spirit of dog gave comfort and support to his master in very unexpected ways. Now, in detail, start reading. In the good old days of daimyos, there lived an old couple whose only pet was a little dog. So, it is a story of the time daimyos. In 19th century, in Japan, wealthy landowners were known as daimyos. So, in that time, there lived an old couple, who had a little dog. Having no children, they loved it as though it were a baby. The couple did not have any child, so they treated the pet dog as a baby of them. The old dame made it a cushion of blue crepe, and at mealtime, Muko, for that it was its name, would sit on it as snug as any cat. The old dame means a title given to a woman as a honor. So the wife of farmer made a cushion for Muko. The name of little dog was Muko. So at meal time, when the dog ate meal, at that time he would sit at that cushion like a cat. The kind people fed the pet with tidbits of fish from their own chopsticks and all the boiled rice it wanted. So the kind couple gave the little dog tidbits of fish and boiled rice to eat, and they served it with their chopsticks. Thus treated, the dumb creature loved its protectors like a being with a soul. In return, the little dog also protected the couple like a human child. So, on the both side, from couple to dog, they both lived happily. The old man, being a rice farmer, went daily with hoe and spade into the fields, working hard from morning until Otento Sama, as the sun is called, had gone down behind the hills. The old man was a farmer, and his daily routine was to go into the fields with his hoe. Hoe means a garden tool to turn up the soil, and spade, it is a tool used to dig the soil. So with his tools he went into his fields, and he worked from morning to evening. Every day the dog followed him to work. So the dog followed his master wherever the old man went, never once harming the white heron that walked in the footsteps of the old man to pick up the worms. The little dog never harmed the white heron which came in his way. And the old man had kept heron to pick up the worms for the birds. For the old fellow was patient and kind to everything that had life, and often turned up a sword on purpose to give food to the birds. Whatever the old man had, he was satisfied, he was patient with that only. And he tried to give food to the birds also. One day the dog came running to him, putting his paws against his legs and motioning with his head to some spot behind. One day, what happened? The dog came running towards his master and he put his paws on master's legs and he started to move his head to show the master some spot. He wanted to take his master at some spot. The old man at first thought his pet was only playing and did not mind it. So at first the old man did not care about the activity of the little dog, but the dog kept on winning and running to and fro for some minutes. As the old man could not understand the behavior of little dog, the dog kept on complaining and crying and running to and fro for some minutes to make him understand. Then the old man followed the dog a few yards to a place where the animal began a lively scratching. When the old man understood the little dog, he followed it and moved to a place where the dog started to scratch the ground. Thinking it was possibly a buried bone or bit of fish, the old man stuck his hoe in the earth when lo, a pile of gold gleamed before him. First, the old man thought that it was a bone or bit of fish. But later on, when he stuck his hoe into the ground, he found a pile of gold shining before him. Thus, in an hour, the old couple were made rich. So, within an hour, the fortune of old couple changed. They became rich. The good souls brought a piece of land, made a feast for their friends, and gave plentifully to their poor neighbors. As the old couple were very kind, they purchased a piece of land for themselves. They gave a feast to their friends. Feast means a grand party. And they helped their poor neighbors also. As for the dog, they petted him till they nearly smothered him with kindness. And they gave a lot of love. They gave a lot of kindness. Whatever they could, they gave to the dog. Now in the same village there lived a wicked old man and his wife, not a bit sensitive and kind, who had always kicked and scolded all dogs wherever any passed their house. So in the same village there lived a couple who were very wicked, very sinful, and they were insensible. They always scolded and rebuked the dogs whenever they passed their house. Hearing of their neighbor's good luck, they coaxed the dog into their garden and set before him bits of fish and other dainties, hoping he would find treasure for them. So when the greedy couple heard about their neighbor's good luck, they tried to persuade the dog in hope that he would find the same treasure for them. So they served him tasty food, some bits of fish, but the dog, being afraid of the cruel pair, would neither eat nor move. As the dogs were treated very badly by the greedy neighbors, the dog did not enter their house, he did not eat, and it did not move also. Then they dragged him out of doors, taking a spade and hoe with him. Afterwards, the greedy couple, dragged him out of their house and they took a spade and a hoe with them. No sooner had the dog got near a pine tree, a pine tree growing in the garden, then he began to paw and scratch the ground as if a mighty treasure lay beneath. The dog reached a pine tree where he started to scratch the ground, and the couple thought he would give them hint of a great treasure. Quick, wife, hand me the spade and hoe, cried the greedy old fool as he danced with joy. As the dog started scratching the ground near pine tree, the greedy old man, asked his wife to hand him a spade and a hoe. And he started to dance with joy had as if he had found a treasure. Then the covetous old fellow with a spade and the old crone with a hoe began to dig, but there was nothing but a dead kitten, the smell of which made them drop their tools and shut their noses. Then the covetous means greedy, couple started to dig the ground with their tools and they found a dead kitten, due to which they dropped their tools and they shut their noses also because the smell was very unpleasant. Furious at the dog, the old man kicked and bit him to death, and the old woman finished the work by nearly chopping off his head with the sharp hoe. The couple got very angry because they did not find anything in the ground. So they became very angry, and the old man beat him so much and killed him. And the old man chopped the dog's head with their sharp hoe. Then they flung him into the hole and heaped the earth over his carcass. And what did they do next? They threw the dead body of dog into the same hole and piled it with the soil. The owner of the dog heard of the death of his pet and mourning for him as if he had been his own child went at night under the pine tree. When the old farmer heard about the death of his pet little dog, he started to mourn. He became very sad. He started to cry as if he had lost his own child. And he went near the pine tree. He set up some bamboo tubes in the ground, such as are used before tombs, in which he would put fresh flowers. Then the old man put some bamboo tubes near the grave of dog and he put some fresh flowers also. Then he laid a cup of water and a tray of food on the grave and burned several costly sticks of incense. Then the old man put meal for the dog and he lit some incense sticks also. He mourned a great while over his pet, calling him many dear names as if he were alive. The old man started to call the little dog with dear names, which he used to call when he was alive. That night, the spirit of the dog appeared to him in a dream and said, "Cut down the pine tree over my grave and make from it a mortar for your rice pastry and a meal for your bean sauce." The same night, the spirit of dog came in the dream of old man and he advised him to cut down the pine tree and make a strong ball for himself for making rice pastry and a meal for making bean sauce. So the old man chopped down the tree and cut out of the middle of the trunk a section about 2 feet long. As the old man was advised, he did the same and he chopped the pine tree. From the middle of the section of the trunk, he cut out 2 feet long trunk. With great labor, partly by fire, partly by the sizzle, he scraped out a hollow place as big as a small bowl. With all his effort, he made a bowl from the pine tree. He then made a long-handled hammer of wood such as is used for pounding rice. And with the same trunk, he made a serving spoon also, which is used for crushing and grinding rice. When New Year's time drew near, he wished to make some rice pastry. When the new year approached, the old man thought to make some rice pastry with same mortar and meal. When the rice was all boiled, Granny put it into the mortar. The old man lifted his hammer to pound the mass into dough, and the blows fell heavy and fast till the pastry was all ready for baking. First of all, the old lady boiled the rice and put it into the mortar, and the old farmer pounded it with his meal and turned it into dough. And in this way, they made a mass for baking. Suddenly, the whole mass turned into a heap of gold coins. And when the old couple were doing so, the dough, the whole mass, changed into a heap of gold coins. When the old woman took the hand mill and filling it with the beans began to grind, the gold dropped like rain. When the old woman took hand mill in her hand and when she started to fill it with beans, the gold started to drop like rain. Meanwhile, the envious neighbor peeped in at the window when the boiled beans were being ground. The jealous neighbors were peeping through the window. Whatever was happening inside the couple's house. "Goody me," cried the old hag. as she saw each dripping of sauce turning into yellow gold, until in a few minutes the tub turned, the meal was full of shining mass of gold. The old greedy lady saw turning each drop of sauce into yellow gold, and soon the tub filled with mass of gold. So the old couple were rich again. In this way, the old couple became richer than before. The next day, the stingy and wicked neighbor came and borrowed the mortar and magic meal. All the incident had been seen by greedy lady. Next day, she came and asked the old couple about mortar and magic meal she borrowed from them. They filled one with boiled rice and the other with beans. Then the old man began to pound and the women to grind. And the old greedy couple started to do the same as it was done by kind couple. But at the first blow and turn, the pastry and sauce turned into a foul mass of worms. But the reverse happened with them. When the old man blew for the first time, the pastry turned into foul mass of, means unpleasant mass of worms. Still more angry at this, they chopped the meal into pieces to use as firewood. At this, the greedy old couple became angry and they chopped the meal. They cut the meal into pieces and they used it as their firewood.